Poidudu, Poidudu. Hello, hello. Vandiruchu, vandiruchu. Hello. Hello. Edukudhu, audio edukudhu. Hello. Am I audible? Yes, Prajan. Yes, am I audible now? I think there is Parag sir, Thankyou. Hi sir, yes sir. Okay. Yes, I hope I'm audible now. Fine. Thank you for waiting, my dear. Please ask your friends to join. Okay. So today we are doing a new topic. Correlation and regression, the most important topic. Fine. Listen here, there are 2-3 information which I would like to share first. For Thankyou students, of course you know about it. For non-Thankyou students also. First one, from June 4th, 7 to 10 we will have from June 4th 7 to 9:30 sorry 7 to 9:30 we will have our economics lecture. June 4th 7 to 9:30 evening 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. lunar batch, because this time we are doing economics due to the new syllabus and macroeconomics. Of course, few people are struggling in macroeconomics, and one of the most famous and very skillful faculty, Mr. Pritesh Veera from Mumbai, he will be taking this session. Of course, Pranjal, we have this revision session continuously. You are going to have. Yes, good evening all of you. Okay, this is first information. So from 4th onwards, of course, my dear, I can challenge you that you are going to learn economics in different way. Of course, especially macroeconomics. Yes, we'll be doing great, my dear. Now, second important point is Thankyou is coming with some unique idea for CA Foundation students. All CA Foundation students. See, as you all aware, there are many students I know. You may be struggling in a CA Foundation. For that we are trying our level best to help you out. Then if there is any issues coming with this attempt, and the people from your home, I think already they may started, your parents may started pressurizing you to go for some graduation or any other degree. So by force we will be joining some regular college and you will go out of the CA field. That one mistake you don't commit. So for you people, especially for CA students, you are a student anywhere, no problem. If you want any regular BCom degree, okay, if you want regular BCom degree, you can approach us. This course is exclusively for CA students. I may not be able to talk about this in this YouTube channel about the advantages and all, of course, but different level, my dear. If you want to do some degree, if you want to do, if you ask me for CA, is it necessary? I don't think it is necessary, but still some pressure, some external pressure may come. In that case, if you want to do, and you do anywhere, that is your wish. If you want anything, some special BCom for CA students, always we are there. You can call me on my mobile phone or you can message me. We'll give the details, but for that you need to come in person to collect the detail. Okay. Yes. So please, my dear, remember we have our special BCom exclusively for CA students, and it is for Thankyou as well as non-Thankyou students. And you can take your regular degree with online fees. That is, fees is very less. Like distance education fees is distance education fees, but the degree is a regular degree. So try, if you want try us once. For details, you can call us once. And here we have people. But still, if you want anything, you want to talk to me about this course, yes, you can call me or you can message me. Better you message me. That is the fantastic thing. Okay. Now listen here. Correlation. Let us continue with our topic. Lunar batch topic will continue. Are you all ready, my dear? So the most important topic and helpful topic. Remember, my dear, from this topic you may expect 6 to 7 marks. Okay, you can expect from this topic alone 6 to 7 marks. Such a fantastic topic. But most of the time, what we do, we ignore this topic because of the formula, this, that, and all. But remember, correlation, scoring 6 to 7 marks is very simple. I'll tell you why. In correlation, there are very selected type of questions we have in our syllabus. And in the examination, the similar type of questions only they are asking every time. Similar type of questions only they are asking every time. So I recommend, do not miss correlation. Do not skip correlation at any cost. Okay, at any cost, don't skip, because every time similar type of question only they are asking. No new questions are asked. Sir, if I solve all the PYQs, all past year questions, is it enough? It is more than enough. It is more than enough. Beyond that, no other questions expected. Beyond that, no other question expected. Sir, I solved PYQs. I solved set A. I solved set B. But I have not solved set C. But I have solved additional question bank. Is it enough? Array, this is more than enough. Even if 7 questions are asked from this topic, 7 out of 7 you can score, my dear. You can score 7 out of 7. So such a fantastic topic. The name of the topic is what? Correlation and regression. Yes. See, they are interconnected topics, my dear. Correlation and regression. And one more thing, you can do it independently also. If 7 questions are coming asked from this topic, 4 may be from correlation, 3 will be from regression. Guys, again I'm telling you, compulsory question, and all the questions are repeated questions. All the questions are repeated questions. Sir, what if I attend only this session? Will it be helpful, sir? My dear, if you are attending only this session, definitely is going to be helpful. But I'm going to assume something like, few concepts you already aware. Okay, few concepts already aware, and you have come only for what? Some revision session only. Okay, but I'll try my level best to give some introduction. As I told you, I'm going to upload my statistics lectures. Okay, so far I have not yet uploaded my statistics lectures. I'll upload my statistics lecture, at least that introduction part. My dear, when time permits, please watch that lecture. I'm telling you, you can save lot of time when you watch that 30-45 minute session. Okay, full introduction. Okay, yes. Sir, ये confidence mark है 7 marks मिलेगा. I did not wear my glass today. I forgot it, so I'm unable to read. पढ़ रहे थे. अरे यार, sorry Rupesh, I'm really sorry. I'm unable to read. अरे बुड्ढा हो गया. Sir, यह confidence मस्त है. 7 marks मिलेगा. अरे यार, इसे पढ़ के okay लेते हैं. Yeah, of course you can get it, my dear. Yeah. Yes, Chetan Agarwal. Logical reasoning also I'll tell you, don't worry. Now listen here, my dear. So now let us start with correlation. Are you all ready? See, in correlation, so what and all to be learnt? Okay. Yes, Chetan, I will do it. One day I will come with some hacks of logical reasoning. I'll cover it. Don't worry. Just follow the YouTube channel. That's more than enough. Now listen here. In correlation, how to prepare correlation? See, there are 3 types of correlation. See, what exactly the meaning of correlation? Let us understand. We are going to take the bivariate variables. Yesterday what we did, univariate, that is only one variable we took. But in this chapter we are going to take bivariate, and they are interrelated bivariate. What is by bivariate? Bi stands for 2. 2 interrelated variables we are going to take. That is, if one variable increases, other increases. One variable decreases, other also decreases. For example, rainfall and yield. When rainfall increases, production increases. When rainfall decreases, production decreases. So it is direct relation. One variable increases, other increases. One decreases, other decreases. Okay, this is what we call it as positive correlation. Both the variables are moving in the same direction. Now, temperature and sale of woolen clothes. Temperature and sale of woolen clothes. When temperature is high, sale of woolen clothes is low. No one is going to wear woolen clothes. Now, when temperature is low, then sale of woolen clothes will be high. It is in opposite direction. When it is moving opposite direction, what is it, my dear? It is negative correlation. Now, for example, my shoe size and my intelligence level. Is there is any connection between these two variables? There is no connection between these two variables, and this relation we call it as no correlation or spurious correlation or nonsense correlation. So there are three types of correlation. One is positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. The relation can be defined. Now listen here. To measure the relation, this topic we are going to measure the relation between the two variables. Not only going to measure, we are going to find the relation between the two variables, whether it is positive or negative, or what is the measurements. Everything we are going to learn, my dear. So that is what in this correlation we are going to do it. Now, four types of formulas four types of correlation formulas we are going to learn based on the situation. First one is coefficient of correlation, or Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, or product moment correlation. Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation or product moment correlation. My dear, this is one type. It is strictly quantitative and it follows what? Linear relation. It's strictly quantitative and a linear relation. Next one is what? For curvilinear or qualitative data, we are going to use Spearman's rank correlation. It is not for quantitative, it is qualitative. Okay. Curvilinear, qualitative, we use Spearman's rank correlation. Now third, one more type is there. Quickest method, concurrent deviation method. By using concurrent deviation method, we may understand the type of correlation. Some approximate measurement we can take, but it's a quickest method. The problem is what? It is independent of magnitudes. It is independent of magnitude. Finally, scatter diagram. See, the scatter diagram is the plotted points are, for example, plotted points are moving. This is very important MCQ. Listen this. Okay, very important MCQs. The plotted points are moving from left bottom to right corner. Right top, sorry. Left bottom to right top. Left bottom to right top. It is positive correlation. From left top to right bottom, it is what? Negative correlation. Okay. Scatter diagram. This is very, very important MCQ. Okay. You may thank me later when the question comes in the exam. So what is the value of the correlation when the points are moving from left bottom to right top and also lie on a same straight line? Then we can say R is equal to +1. From left top to right bottom, R is equal to -1. Okay. Yes. I'm also planning to leave. Hey, don't leave. Srihari, don't leave, please. If you are planning to leave, say just give me this 1.5 hours time. Then I'll change the approach. Now look at this, my dear. So, why we are scared about correlation? Because of the correlation we scared because of the formula. Okay, because of the formula. See, remember, my dear, if you find, because this is the last minute of preparation. Now I cannot tell you. No, you have to remember the formula, that I cannot tell you. So please, if you don't remember, if you don't want to prepare the formula, avoid the formula. Because if you ignore the formula also, still you can get 5 to 6 marks. Okay, still you can get 5 to 6 marks. But my advice is what? Learn. But if the time doesn't permit, because see, it is telling me it's very simple, my dear, because I'm focusing only one topic, but you have to prepare 4 topics. Okay, telling on about one topic is very simple, but you are preparing. We don't know which topic, that is which one you have to prepare a lot, where you are lagging, that I don't know. Okay, I'm talking about only my subject. So if you feel, no sir, I don't think I have time for doing this, sir, then I'm telling you, my dear, ignore the formula. At least other things and all you do, still you can get 4 to 5 marks. Okay, now I'll tell you the formula. Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation formula. R is equal to summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by root of summation x minus x bar the whole square root of summation y minus y bar the whole square. This is what product moment format. Okay, next to another formula also you might have learned. N into summation xy minus summation x into summation y, summation x into summation y divided by root of n into summation x square minus summation x the whole square root of n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. Most of the people are what, By looking at the formulas, they decide, okay, sir, sometimes I don't find which formula to be applied. That's what I said. My dear, this is the last minute. I don't want to give any advice on this. No, you should remember. No, my dear. If you can remember, it is nothing like that. Otherwise, don't put your energy on to remember these things. Okay. Now listen here. But there are some theory part which you need to understand, okay, which you need to follow. Okay, when I solve the MCQs, I'll keep on telling you. And when I solve regression questions, I will tell you, regression question, 3 questions expected, na? You won't believe, my dear, you won't believe. Every time, those 3 questions only repeatedly asking. Only numbers will get changed. Okay, you won't believe that. Every time, so far, since CPT level till today, from regression, only 3 to 4 types of questions, and every time they are asking from that 3 to 4 types of questions only, no extra questions. So I hope I will be covering those 3 types of questions today. Okay, I'll be covering those 3 questions today, and just follow my instruction. You can do wonders, my dear. Now, by looking at the formula, don't get depressed. Sir, how to remember? Forget. Okay. Now, actually, what you need to remember covariance of x comma y formula also. Covariance of x comma y is summation x minus x bar, y minus y bar divided by n. This is moment format. Then variable format, summation xy minus summation x into summation y, n into root of n into summation x square minus summation x the. Hey, this is covariance, my dear. This is covariance. Yeah, this is covariance. I'm writing summation xy by n minus summation x by n into summation y by n. Summation y by n. This is covariance formula. Because why we need covariance formula? Because R can be written as covariance of x comma y divided by root of variance of x into root of variance of y. Actually, there are 3 formulas for R. One is what? Covariance of x comma y divided by root of variance of x into root of. This is the actual formula. Covariance combined variance divided by root of individual variance, product of root of individual variance. This is the formula. From this formula only one more formula came. Summation x into x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by root of summation x minus x bar the whole square root of summation y minus y bar the whole square. Yes, this is the formula. Next, another formula n into summation xy minus summation x into summation y divided by root of n into summation x square minus summation x the whole square root of n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. This is the formula. This is variable form, and everything is derived from here only. Okay. So I want you to remember. Next one is second important part, rank correlation. What is it? Rank correlation. See the formula. There are 2 types of rank correlation. One is repeated rank and non-repeated rank. Repeated rank you may find it little complicated, but non-repeated rank you may find it simple. But remember, so far whatever questions asked from rank correlation, everything was non-repeated rank only. So you no need to bother about it. See, my dear, again I'm telling you, let me clarify this. The session which I'm doing, the revision session which I'm doing, this session is not for the students who want to score 100 out of 100. This session is only for the students who are struggling, who wants to score. Sir, I'll be happy, sir, if I can get 55, 60. I can give you the guarantee that minimum 60 you will score. That I can tell you. But if you are expecting 100 out of 100, then you should join me from day 1. Okay? Yes. Now listen here. So I'm keeping this in mind. Many students now, what they feel is, sir, if I clear the CA foundation, sir, I'll become a chartered accountant, sir. But the problem with me is paper 3, sir. If I clear this paper 3, definitely I'm going to be a chartered accountant, sir. For those people, these papers and all, actually they are disturbing. Okay, so for that, for those people only this session is. Okay, those thing only. Gauri Shankar, centum. Then you come to my regular class. Okay, you will score centum. Last time I missed a centum by 1 mark. This time we will score. Come. Okay. Now listen here, my dear. So let us continue. This is rank correlation. Only this formula you remember. 1 minus 6 into summation d square divided by n into n square minus 1. My dear, please do it. R is equal to 1 minus 6 into summation d square divided by n into n square minus 1. Once again, can you tell me what is R is equal to? 1 minus 6 into summation d square divided by n into n square minus 1. My dear, there are 3 types of question actually. One is table will be given to you. One is what? Table will be given to you. In the table, directly they may give you rank, or sometimes they may give you the values and you have to give the rank. Okay, but that is a rare case scenario. These type of questions are asked. But most of the time, how they ask, they give summation d square. They ask you to find out the value of n. Direct formula substitution you can get. Now one more important MCQ I'll tell you, my dear. Summation D is always equal to what? 0. Summation D is always equal to what, my dear? 0. Summation D is always equal to 0. You know what is D is equal to? R1 minus R2. What is D is equal to? R1 minus R2. There is one concept called error. Okay, there is one concept called error. In statistics, there is a concept called error. Okay, this error, other name is residue. There are two types of error, my dear. There are two types of error. One is what? Standard error and probable error. Standard error, probable error. Standard error and probable error. Now, what is the formula for standard error? Can you tell me what is the formula for standard error? 1 minus R square divided by root 10. What is the formula for probable error, my dear? 0.6745 into standard error of R. Okay, standard error of R. Okay, yes. From first day, and it is very helpful. Okay, thank you, my dear. I am very sorry, I am unable to read today. I forgot my specs. So your comments and all I am unable to read. Fine. Okay. 0, but don't put any wrong comments, my dear. That I will read definitely. 1 minus R square divided by root 10 or 0.6745 standard error of R. My dear sir, I don't know these formulas. Better you remember. These things are going to give you 1 marks. Okay. Now, what is it? Coefficient of concurrent deviation. Oh, sorry. What is R? R square is coefficient of what? One is coefficient of correlation. What is R square is? Coefficient of determination. What is coefficient of determination is? R square. What they are asking in correlation? Now you won't believe, my dear. When R is equal to 0.1, find the coefficient of determination. When R is equal to 0.9, find the coefficient of determination. Can't you find this, my dear? See, can't you find this? These are simple questions they are asking. Then coefficient of non-determination. What is it? Coefficient of non-determination. Okay. What is it, my dear? 1 minus R square. What is it? Coefficient of non-determination is 1 minus R square. When R is equal to 0.9, what is coefficient of non-determination is 1 minus 0.9 the whole square. 1 minus 0.81, which is equal to 0.19. Guys, these are very simple questions. And understand one thing. These are the types of questions they are asking every time, my dear. And one more thing. You have doubt? Okay. If you have doubt, you please message me here. Now, next one is, this is coefficient of determination, coefficient of non-determination. And there is one more thing also we have got, coefficient of alienation. Coefficient of alienation is what? Root of 1 minus R square. What is coefficient of alienation is? Root of 1 minus R square. First, I would like to talk about this error. Sir, what is meant by error, sir? I will tell you, my dear, what exactly the meaning of error I will tell you. See, for example, you are appearing for your CA foundation exam. After appearing CA foundation exam, and you say, sir, this time I am going to score definitely 240, sir. This time I am going to score definitely 240, sir. Yes, this is actually what you know, estimated. Okay, this is estimation. What you have done is what? Estimation. But after the result, you scored only 230. Okay, you scored only 230. Okay, let us be positive. Let us be positive. 240 you expected, na? And you scored 260. And you scored 260. This is observed. One is estimation. What you estimated? 240 you estimated, but observed value is what? 260. The difference between estimated and observed we call it as error. Okay. And every time in day-to-day life, everyone committing this error. Do you all agree with me or not? Everyone committing this error. And in India, the student life, okay, student life, without committing this error, no one can complete their 12th standard also, up to 12th standard. Every year we commit this error. Every year. But don't understand this error as a mistake. This is not a mistake. This is called error. Error is nothing but difference between observed value and estimated value. Now, for example, now Met Department, India Met Department, now this time they have predicted, okay, this time in Chennai there can be average rainfall, more than average rainfall. You may expect more than average rainfall. For example, average rainfall is 300 and they are estimating 350, but happened is 500 mm. So we prepared for 350, but happened is what? 500 mm. Disaster. This is what happening every time, right? Our estimation is what, you know, if the estimation 350 or 300, 350 we are expecting. If it happens 370, if it happens 380, it's fine. But if it happens 500, there is a big damage. There is a big damage. Is it clear, my dear? There is a big damage. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Now I can read your messages. Okay, now I can read your messages. Now I have got a big screen here. Okay, so this is like, you know, this damage we are doing now. See, so estimation, this error is, if the error is big, if the error is huge, then it is going to affect our predictions. Okay, so always remember, whenever you give some commitment to your parents after CA foundation exam, be realistic. Okay, don't give lot of hope, and that hope may affect us. And of course, we have done that earlier also. In your 12th standard also, you might have told your parents, so I am going to score 590, that is, I am going to score 98%. Instead of 98%, if you scored 97, 99%, parents are very happy, but still it is an error. It is an error only. Still it is an error. But instead of 98%, you scored 78%. Yes, of course. See what and all happened to you. So listen here, my dear. This error, every student commits this error. So error plays very, very important role in statistics. So understand, there are two types of error. One is standard error and other one is what, my dear? Probable error. In the examination, you can expect that standard error, probable error question, my dear. Okay, fine. Now, sir, I am listening to your class from the first day and it is very helpful me, sir. Okay, fine. I think I already read it. See. Okay. Now listen here. Fine. Shall we start with the numericals, my dear? Now let me tell you the difference between correlation and regression. What is the difference between correlation and regression? Correlation is nothing but the two variables, interrelated variables will be given, and we are finding the relationship between them, whether it is positively correlated or negatively correlated, and we are measuring it. Okay, measuring and finding the relation. Whereas regression is nothing but when two variables are given, using one variable we are finding the other variable. Using one variable you are finding the other variable. That is what regression concept is all about. So it's a linear equation. What you did in equation topic for mathematics, the same topic only in regression you are going to do. But there are some similar, there are some type of extra types you may have that you will be doing it, my dear. Yes, are you all ready? Shall we start with our numericals? Are you all ready, my dear? Now, before I start, I would like to prepare you for regression equations. The regression equation is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Now, this equation to be used when x variable is given to find the y variable, and this equation we call it as y on x, and this equation x minus x1 equal to m into y minus y1. This equation to be used when y is given to find the value of x, and this we call it as what? X on y. Okay, this we call it as what? X on y. Now here I am going to have a small correction. Instead of m, I am going to call it as what? Byx. Regression coefficient. What is it called, my dear? Regression coefficient. Then why did you write say m, sir? I think this m formula you might have did it in your school level. Straight line formula. It's a slope. Okay. So what is this? M. Let us eliminate m. Wait, my dear. Let us eliminate m. What is m is nothing but regression coefficient. What is m is nothing but regression coefficient. What is m is nothing but, my dear? Regression coefficient. Is that right? M is nothing but regression coefficient. Now in this case, bxy. Bxy. So what is this byx is called? It's a regression coefficient y on x. What is bxy is called? Regression coefficient x on y. Okay, so one is x on y, other one is y on x. But regression coefficient, of course, some simple formula is there. That formula I want you to remember. What is regression coefficient formula? Byx is equal to, see, first one is what? Covariance of x comma y divided by what? Sigma, sigma, not root. Sigma x. Now, sigma x square, variance square. Next one, summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by summation x minus x bar the whole square, or the same formula can be written as n into summation xy minus summation x into summation y divided by n into summation x square minus summation x the whole square. Then finally r into sigma y by sigma x. Based on this formula only questions are expected, my dear. Based on this formula only questions are expected. If you don't know the formula, I recommend you to remember the formula. Okay. Yes. So these are the things which we need to know. And after that, in regression coefficient, some properties also you need to remember. Okay. Regression equations. Actually, for regression coefficient property is what you know. Listen here. First property. R byx bxy. Okay. R byx bxy carries same sign. That means what you know? Byx is positive means bxy also positive only. Byx is negative means bxy is also negative. Sir, what if I get byx positive and bxy negative? Sir, it is not possible only. If at all you are getting, then R equal to 0. Then what is R equal to? 0. R byx bxy carries same sign. Okay. Second one. R is geometric mean between byx and bxy. That means what? R square is equal to byx into bxy. It can be what? Plus or minus. So I am writing R square Arivali. So R is equal to plus or minus root of byx into bxy. Is that right? And third property is product of byx and bxy always less than unity. Always less than unity. Is that clear, my dear? Product of byx and bxy is what? Always less than unity. Is that clear, my dear? Yes. So these are small properties we need to remember. And also, when two regression lines are perpendicular to each other, regression lines are perpendicular to each other, then R equal to 0. When they are identical or parallel, then R is equal to plus or minus 1. Very important MCQ, my dear. Better you remember this. Now in correlation, one more rule I will tell you. Okay. If y is equal to a plus bx, some linear equation is given, then y is equal to a plus bx, then point number 1, R is equal to plus 1 when b more than 0. Second, R is equal to minus 1 when b less than 0. Am I right, my dear? This one you remember. Okay, directly questions can be asked like this. See, these are jackpot questions, my dear. These are jackpot questions. For example, if it is given 3x plus 4y, one linear equation is given. Find R. If this is the question, one linear equation is given, they ask you to find out R. I can say R is equal to minus 1 directly. Sir, how did you get R is equal to minus 1, sir? My dear, we have to write this equation in the form of y equal to a plus bx. So if I write, I'll keep y out left hand side, minus 3x plus 5. Am I right, my dear? Is this negative, my dear? Coefficient of x is negative, therefore R is negative. Okay, R is negative. That's it. So R value is what? Minus 1. R value is what? Minus 1. Please remember this. Now, last but not least, the most important concept is, yesterday also I told you, shift of origin and change of scale. Listen here, R is not affected by shift of origin. R is not affected by change of scale. It is only affected by sign of change of scale. It is only affected by sign of change of scale. Sir, how the questions can be expected, sir? For example, U is equal to 3 plus 5x and V is equal to 7 minus 8y and R is equal to, that is R xy is equal to 0.7. Then they ask you to find out RUV. This is the question, my dear. You please no need to struggle. It's a very fantastic question. What is sign of these two? Plus minus. What is plus into minus? Minus. So RXY 0.7 means RUV is equal to plus minus 0.7. What is your answer? Minus 0.7. It is neither affected by shift of origin nor affected by change of scale. Neither affected by shift of origin nor affected by change of scale. Directly you write the answer, my dear. Directly you write the answer. Same logic is there in regression coefficients also. In regression coefficient, see, it is only affected by change of scale. It is only affected by change of scale. How the question can be expected? For example, U is equal to minus 3x plus 7. V is equal to plus 2y plus 4. Now RXY is equal to, not R, BXY is equal to 2.4. What is BUV? If this is the question, my dear, simply what you can do, you know, it is only affected by change of scale x, y. What is coefficient of x? Minus 3 in the numerator. What is coefficient of y? 2. Minus 3 by 2 into 2.4. This is the answer, my dear. Minus 3 by 2 into 2.4. Is that am I loud and clear, my dear? Sir, can we expect these type of questions in the examination, sir? My dear, I can give you this assurance. Only these type of questions you can expect in the examination. Okay? Only these type of questions can be expected in the examination. See, correlation, regression, you will enjoy. But for that, you need to understand the concept. For that only I said, my introduction lecture is very important. I'll try my level best to upload that introduction lecture. You just see, it may be boring or whatever. But if you listen to that lecture, 5 to 6 marks definitely you can score, my dear. 5 to 6 marks definitely you can score. Yes, Abdul. Minus 3.6. Very good. Fantastic. Next. Shall we continue with the numericals, my dear? Are you all ready? Yeah. First correlation. Okay. Now, correlation coefficient between x and y will be negative when x and y are decreasing, x is increasing, y is decreasing over. Is that right, my dear? X is increasing, y is decreasing. X is increasing, y is decreasing. If one variable increases, other variable decreases, what is it called? Negative correlation. Sir, very simple question, sir. Yes, of course, very, very simple. P is the simple correlation coefficient. The quantity P2 is known as what? P square, sorry. What is P square is? Sir, actually here instead of R they are given it as P. And what is P square is? Coefficient of determination. What is P is? Coefficient of determination. Yes. Joel, you are late today. Price and demand example of what, my dear? Price and demand example of what, my dear? Negative correlation or positive correlation? Price and demand. Price increases. Negative correlation. Excellent, my dear. So price and demand is what? Negative correlation. Now in case insurance companies profit and the number of claims they have to pay. Listen here, my dear. Profit always increases from insurance company when number of claims are what? Less. So number of claims decreasing, profit increases for any insurance company. Now when claims increases, profit obviously what? Decreases. Therefore, what is it, my dear? Negative correlation again. What is it? Negative correlation again. Now, correlation coefficient of correlation between temperature and power consumption. Temperature and power consumption. When temperature increases, power consumption increases. For example, when there is high temperature, we need ACs. Okay, so temperature increases, power consumption increases. Therefore, what is it, my dear? Positive correlation. If there is a constant increase in the series, then the obtained graph is what? Convex, concave, parabola, straight line from the left to right. So of course straight line from the left to right. It's a scatter diagram. Actually what is given? Increased, right? The word is what? Increase. Increases means always the plotted points are what? Moving from left to right. Do you all agree, my dear? Yes. Next one. If the plotted points in a scatter diagram are evenly distributed, then the correlation is what? 0. What is by evenly distributed? This way it is distributed. Now you don't know whether it is positive or negative. So therefore it is what, my dear? 0. The covariance between two variables is what? See, covariance can be either positive or negative or 0. Therefore option D, my dear. Either positive or negative or 0. Next, coefficient of correlation is dash of the units of measurement. My dear, when the word coefficient comes na, it is always independent of units. Coefficient of range, independent of unit. Coefficient of variation, independent of unit. Coefficient of mean deviation, independent of unit. Coefficient of correlation, independent of unit. Always remember, the word coefficient is relative word. So relative word means that unit must be what? It should be independent of unit. Next, in case speed of an automobile and the distance required to stop the car after applying the brakes, the correlation is what? Speed of an automobile and when we apply the car brake, obviously it is negative correlation, my dear. What is it? Of course speed decreases now when you apply the brake. Speed get decreases, right? So it is negative correlation. In scatter diagram, from the line move from lower left to upper right. I told you these type of questions, right? Lower left to upper right. Sir, lower left to upper right. It is positive correlation, sir. So answer is positive correlation. Fine. Move from the lower left to upper right. Perfect positive only is there. So we'll go for perfect positive. Next one. Yeah. Which of the following spurious correlation? Which of the following spurious correlation? Now what is it, my dear? Correlation between two variables having no causal relationship. Of course. If there is no relationship between the two variables, of course it is correlation coefficient. I told you my shoe size and my intelligence. Is there is any connection between my shoe size and intelligence? So therefore it is spurious. Now, scatter diagram does not help us to find the type of correlation. No, it helps us to find the type of correlation. Identify whether the variables are correlated or not. Determine the linear or non-linear correlation. Find the numerical value of correlation coefficient. See, by using scatter diagram, you cannot find the numerical value. By using scatter diagram, you cannot find the numerical value. Now, covariance between, I think this is a repeated question, right? Yes. If the data points x comma y series in a scatter diagram lie along a straight line, if it lie along a straight line, either it is positive, perfect positive correlation, or it is perfect negative correlation. When it is moving from left bottom to right top, perfect positive correlation. Left top to right bottom, perfect negative. Now here goes downwards, x values move from the left to right. X values move from the left to right. Then the data exhibits what? Direct correlation. Then the data exhibits what? Direct correlation. Next, for finding correlation between two quantities characteristics, we use what? Coefficient of rank correlation, scatter diagram, coefficient of concurrent deviation, product moment correlation coefficient. Option D, product moment correlation coefficient. Okay. Next, if the plotted points in a scatter diagram lie from lower left to upper right, what is it, my dear? Lie from lower left to upper right. Is it perfect positive? Sorry, perfect positive. Where is positive? Positive. Carl Pearson's coefficient is defined from where? Grouped data, ungrouped data, any data, scattered data. Scattered data. If the data are scattered, of course Carl Pearson's will help us to find the relation. Okay. Next, Pearson's correlation coefficient between x and y. What is it, my dear? Pearson's coefficient correlation, covariance of x comma y divided by what? Root of variance of x into root of variance of y. What is root of variance of x into root of variance of y? Standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Option A. Now, the coefficient of correlation between r, x and y. Covariance is given, variance of x is given, variance of y is given. Of course, you know the formula, my dear. What is r is equal to? Covariance of x comma y divided by root of variance of x, root of variance of y. Now what is covariance of x comma y is? Which is minus 16.5. What is it, my dear? Minus 16.5 divided by root of variance of x. What is it? 2.89 and 100. Root of 2.89 and root 100, which is equal to minus 16.5, 1.7 into 10, my dear. So minus 16.5 divided by 1.7. Can you tell? Sorry, 17. What is the answer? Minus 0.9. Minus 0.97. I'm right, my dear. This is minus 0.97. Okay. Now, they ask you to find out coefficient of correlation. Please, all of you, please get ready with the calculator. Number of pairs of observation is given. Arithmetic mean, which is x bar, y bar. Standard deviation, sigma x, sigma y. Sum of squares of the deviation from arithmetic mean. Summation x minus x bar the whole square. Summation y minus y bar the whole square. And the sum of the product of the deviation of x and y. Summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar is equal to 122. Now these are the values involved. Therefore, what will be the R formula? Summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by root of summation x minus x bar the whole square, root of summation y minus y bar the whole square, which is nothing but 122 divided by, what will come, my dear? Root of 136, root of 138. Can you give the answer? Sir, what about standard deviation, mean and all, which is not needed only? Forget about it. Can you please give me the answer, my dear? Yes, please. Go. What is the answer? Zero point? Yeah, 0.89. What is option here? Option A. All of you are you getting it or not, my dear? Okay, next one. If the sum of the product of deviation of x and y series from their mean is 0, then the coefficient of correlation will be what? 0. Or don't get confused. They gave this one. If sum of x minus x bar into y minus y bar equal to 0, then r is equal to, what is the formula for r, my dear? What is the formula for r, my dear? Summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by root of summation x minus x bar the whole square into root of summation y minus y bar the whole square. Here numerator is 0, so answer is 0, my dear. Now, the covariance between two variables x and y is 8.4 and their variances are 25 and 36 respectively. Can you please find out, my dear? It's very simple. Can you please find out? Sir, 16th rank aayega na? Matlab, Pranjal, I don't understand. What is 16th rank aayega? Question? Aha. See, listen here. Oh. Hey, yeah, I did a big mistake. Thank you, Pranjal. Yeah. Here it is clearly given two qualitative characteristics. In the example, what I said, it is for qualitative data. When it comes to qualitative data, it is... Sorry, my dear, I could not read the question. Yes, extremely sorry. I thought it is quantitative, so directly I marked this one. Qualitative, yes, of course, just how I read. Thank you, Pranjal. Yes. Now, what is the answer for 23, my dear? Which is nothing but 8.4 divided by 5 into 6. Tell me what is the answer for this? 8.4 divided by 20. What is the answer, my dear? 0.28. Yeah. Guys, have you all corrected that question? I'm sorry that I did not read it as qualitative, it is quantitative. Okay, fine. I have to wear my specs now. I don't know. Okay. Two variables x and y are related as 4x plus 3y equal to 7. Then the correlation between x and y. My dear, I told you this type of question I gave. I hope you remember it. So what is 3y is equal to minus 4x plus. So r is equal to minus 1. Therefore it is perfect negative. Guys, you understand this? Now, I think this question is just only we did. Let us not do it again. I told you one thing, right? Repeated questions only they are asking. So every time it is happening like that only. Okay. Next. In Spearman's correlation coefficient, the sum of the difference of the ranks between two variables, 0. Did I give you this or not? Look at this, my dear. Did I give this or not? Where it is? Summation D equal to 0. This is what they are given. What is D is equal to R1 minus R2? What is D is equal to R1 minus R2? Next one. The coefficient of correlation between x and y series minus 0.38. The linear equation relation between u and v are 3x plus 5u and minus 8y minus 7v equal to 44. What is the coefficient correlation between u and v? As far as correlation coefficient is concerned, it is what it is affected by. It is not affected by shift of origin, not affected by change of scale. It is only affected by sign of change of scale. Now can we write this as 5u is equal to minus 3x plus whatever, let it be. Next one is what? 7v is equal to, what will come, my dear? Minus 8y minus 44. Okay, let it be. Now listen here. It is only affected by sign of change of scale. Minus, minus. Here minus 0.38. Minus into minus, plus. Therefore, minus 0.38 is the answer. Yes, what is your doubt, Jaypardi? What is it? 0. Sign of? What is it? What are you saying? See, 3x is equal to 5u plus 3, right? What is 5u is equal to? Minus 3x plus 3. This is negative. Same way, 7v is equal to what? Minus 8y minus 44. Again it is negative. Minus into minus plus. So, what nonsense you are talking, man. When 8 goes to right hand side, this negative also will go to right hand side, na? We want positive 7v, now why you are negative? Only v you want, right? Hey. This mistake you are committing in the exam. What you are saying? Minus 7v is equal to minus 8y plus 8y plus 44. Is this what you are saying? This is minus 7v. So what is v is equal to? 8 by minus 7. Y minus 44 by 7. What is this becoming? Negative only, na? Array, don't commit this mistake unnecessarily. This is the biggest mistake what you are going to commit. Because both the options are available. I hope now you understood where you are losing your marks. Next. If R is the Carl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation in a bivariate distribution, then the two regression lines are right angle, then R is equal to what, my dear? 0. See, perpendicular to each other. What is it? 0, na? Perpendicular to each other, 0. Next. What is the formula? R is given. 0.28 is equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x. Root of variance of x is 3 into sigma y. What is covariance of x comma y is? 7.6. Can you please give me the answer? Can you please give me the answer? Option B. Is it 9.04? Okay, Hanna Sikandar, for CMA you have come. Very good. Next. When each individual gets the exactly opposite rank by the two judges, then the rank correlation will be, listen here, when the two individual gets the exactly opposite rank, then obviously what? There is no relation. Both are giving what? Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Can you give me the answer for that yet? Look at this. Read it very carefully. Exactly opposite rank. But that means what? Exactly opposite rank means what? What is my exactly opposite rank? What is my exactly opposite rank? Option C. The meaning of exactly opposite rank. For example, let us take first judge, second judge. Am I right, my dear? First judge given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second judge, this is the rank. Okay. Tell me what is R square is equal to, what is R is equal to, sorry, what is D square equal to? 16, 4, 0, 4, 16. I'm squaring it also. 1 minus 6 into summation D square 40 divided by 5 into 5 square minus 1. Can you simplify and give me the answer? Can you please give me the answer? 240 divided by 120. Huh? Minus 1. Because they are, see, actually what, in the examination you are not supposed to try this. What to do, it is called complete disagreement. If when it is complete disagreement, it is negative correlation because it's a qualitative data. Okay, qualitative data. Next, the correlation coefficient between x and y is 1. Then correlation coefficient between x minus 2 and minus y by 2 plus 1. It is only affected by sign of change of scale. What is plus into minus? Minus. Therefore, our answer is minus 1. When R is equal to 1, all the points in a scatter diagram would be what? When R is equal to 1, from left to bottom to right, that is lower right, left to upper right. If R is equal to 0.6, then what is coefficient of non-determination? 1 minus 0.6 the whole square, 0.64. If the coefficient of correlation between x and y variable minus 0.90, then what will be the coefficient of determination? Wow, what a difficult question. 0.81, 0.81. If this type of difficult question comes in the examination, I don't know what you are going to do, man. I'm really worried about you. Okay. You are always expecting very simple question in the exam. But every time from correlation regression, they are asking very, very difficult question. See, we are taking 5 minutes, 10 minutes to solve this question. Fine. If the sum of the squares of rank differences in the marks 10 students into students is 44, then the coefficient of rank correlation is, if the sum of squares of rank differences of the marks of 10 students in is 44. Okay, yes, 2 students rank is given, 1 minus 6 into summation d square, what is it, 44 divided by 10 into 10 square minus 1. Yes, Hannah, it is actually what, see, I don't understand why people are leaving this topic, because I have discussed with many students. They say, sir, I don't think it is our cup of tea, sir. Actually, what you know, this one topic, 6 out of 6, 7 out of 7, you can score. But what mistake we are committing? There are 2 mistakes generally people commit. Actually, one mistake is what, you know, entire quantitative aptitude you people are committing. You are not changing your approach towards the paper. When you change your approach towards the paper, automatically you can do wonders. For example, you are appearing for quantitative aptitude exam. The meaning of quantitative aptitude exam is nothing but what? It is elimination method. 4 options are given. We need to eliminate the 3 wrong options. That is what elimination method is all about. Okay. Now, coefficient of correlation between x and y are 0.6. If both x and y are multiplied by -1, then the resultant coefficient of correlation. My dear, listen here. If each observation multiplied by -1, it is only affected by what? When x and y are multiplied by -1, that is, x becomes -x, y becomes -y. So the change of scale is what? Minus and minus. When signs are changed, same. Minus into minus is what? Plus. R remains same, my dear. 0.6. Yes, yes, of course, Anna. We are legends, of course. Good, correct. If R is equal to 0.6, then the coefficient of non-determination is what? 0.64. I told you now, my dear. See, I'll tell you one thing. What is your problem also, I'll tell you. You people are not ready to accept some important things. Sir, I am writing CA foundation exam, sir. So, I think question can be asked from anywhere, sir. How can I believe you, sir? My dear, please, here, whatever, it's a mathematics paper. Okay, it's mathematics paper. There are certain limits we have got in mathematics paper, especially quantitative aptitude paper. Across India, not only India, global level, anywhere you go, quant paper always have a standard format. Beyond that, it is not possible. So please accept what I am saying and you follow what I am saying. See, you can do wonders, my dear. Okay. See, repeated questions only they are asking now. You are seeing it now. Even look at the attempts also. Continuously they are asking the same question. Similar type of questions. What I told you in the beginning. See, correlation regression is such a topic. When you do only PYQs, past year questions, more than enough. Beyond that, nothing is going to happen. Okay. Now, what is the answer for 38, my dear? If R is equal to 0.58, U is minus 5x, minus only, na? Minus 5x plus 3, right? And V is equal to y plus 2. Minus, plus. Plus into minus is what? Minus. So, this is it plus 0.58 or minus 0.58? Okay, plus 0.58. Therefore, it is minus 0.58. Now, if the sum of all squares of the deviation of ranks is 8, that means summation d square equal to 8. Number of students is 50. Then R is equal to 1 minus 6 into d square divided by, what is it, my dear? Number of students 50? 50 into 50 square minus 1. I don't think. Oh, sorry. Hey, ulta. Sorry. 50 and 8 into 8 square minus 1. The coefficient of determination. Okay, what is the answer for this? Is it 0.40? Yes. Now, the coefficient of determination is defined by the formula. What is the answer? Sir, we have never seen this before, sir. Still you can give the answer. Sir, I don't know this formula only, sir. Still you can give the answer. Let's see how many of you are able to give the answer. Either you say B or you say both. Why you are saying both? Fine. Our smart students, legends, without looking at it whenever they see. Priyadarshini is... Okay, this is 39th one. So only actually, it's video is lagging, it seems. Option C, both. How many questions are there? Wow. Better. Okay. Next, if the method of concurrent deviations, only the directions of change in the variables are taken into account to calculation of coefficient of correlation. A concurrent deviation method is there in which formula? Coefficient of correlation. Okay. Yes. Yes, Priyadarshini. Correct. Now, relationship between R square is 1 minus 500 by 300, which is not possible. Yes, of course, it is true. Why it is not possible? 1 minus 500 by 300. Are we getting negative value, my dear? One minus 5 by 3. Are you getting negative value? So R square cannot be negative. R square cannot be negative. Therefore, it is not possible. Mostly what they do, they get it. They get it. Then they mark it as false because they ignore this not. Now, rank correlation coefficient lies between what? -1 and +1 inclusive of the values. If the correlation coefficient between the variables x and y is 0.5, then the correlation coefficient between the variables 2x minus 4 and 3 minus 2y plus minus, so minus 0.5. See, is it that difficult? Again I am asking you. Okay. Next, arithmetic mean of regression coefficient equal to R. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficient is equal to what? Arithmetic mean of regression coefficient is greater than or equal to R, because geometric mean, correlation coefficient, geometric mean of regression coefficient. Always arithmetic mean is more than geometric mean. Yes, greater than or equal to. Now given that -3 by 2 0, 3 by 2 3. Look at this, my dear. The 0 considered as a mirror. Considered as a mirror. Is it? Do we have mirror image, my dear? And also opposite sign. Therefore answer is 0. Don't do anything. Directly mark it as 0 without using formula. Now find the probable error of R. 2 by root 10 and n equal to 36. What is probable error of R formula? 0.6745, or you can say 674 also, into standard error of R. What is standard error of R? 1 minus R square divided by n. What is n is? Oh, root 10. What is root 10 is? 6. Can you get the answer? .067. 0.067. Okay. See, rank also, in this case what happened? Repeated ranks given. Is there is any repeated rank, my dear? 10, 13, 12, 15, 8, 15. Yes, sir. And anything here? 12, 16, 18, 16. So, 18. Total how many ranks are repeated, my dear? 3. M1, M2, M3. Now, what could be the answer? 3, na? Is it right? 3, na? Some corrected factor to be added. What is it? Corrected factor to be added. What is it? 1 minus 6 into summation d square plus option? I am unable to read only, man. N into n square minus 1. See, I think both look same only. Option E, C and D both are same only. What is the difference between them? Ah, sorry, that I did not see. Correct. Yeah. Determine the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient from the given data. Summation d square is given, n is equal to 10 is given. Tell me what is R is equal to? 1 minus 6 into 30 divided by 10 into 10 square minus 1. Cut, 18 by 99. Which is 6 by 33. 0.82. Find the correlation coefficient. I think the formula to be used. Are you all ready with your calculator? Take your calculator. 5 into 1 m plus, 4 into 2 m plus, 3 into 3 m plus, 2 into 4 m plus, 1 into 5 m plus. 5 plus 8, 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 9 is 22, 22 plus 6 is 28, 28 plus 5 is 33. N into summation xy, 5 into 33, minus summation x into summation y, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 3 is 15. And the summation y, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 15, 15, 15 are 225. Root of n into summation x square. What is summation x square is 25 plus 16, 41 plus 9, 50, 50 plus 4, 50, 455. Minus summation x the whole square. Summation x is 15, the whole square. Root of n into summation y square. Again what? 55 only. Minus 15 the whole square. Can you give me the answer, my dear? Fast! Please give me the answer fast. Yes, I am. Huh? Yes, listen here. Array, actually for this question you don't need to solve anything. Okay, I hope you got a -1 only. Without solving also you will be getting -1. How, sir? Hey, look at this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's perfect disagreement. When it is comes to perfect disagreement, our answer is -1. Huh? You're a great man. A purushi nahi hai, Mahapurush hai. Now listen here. If correlation coefficient, because I said the simplest method, just by looking at the question I said, a variable x is what? Decreasing. Variable y is what? Decreasing. And that too perfectly increases. They are having what? Recently only we solved this question. Don't you remember that? Recently only we solved the question. Then still you are saying, if the correlation coefficient between x and y is 0.5, then find the correlation between same question, my dear, minus 0.5. Now you are expert, right? Same way. So what is it? 3y is equal to 2x and 4y is equal to 5x plus 8. Sir, positive, positive, sir. Then r value will not change, sir. What is it, my dear? Oh, they ask you to find out r, right? If the equation of the two regression, okay. I have not yet spoken about the regression equations, right? We'll do it. See, this type of question, please mark it, very important. This type of question, compulsory question. For set of observations, yeah, Carl Pearson, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10. So we have to draw the table. Summation x, summation y, summation xy, summation x square, and apply it, my dear, the formula method. If you get time, you please solve it. The coefficient of correlation between x and y is 0.5, covariance is 16, and the standard deviation of y is, if standard deviation of x is 4. Very simple, my dear. R is equal to covariance of x comma y divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. What is standard deviation of x is given as 4. So can you please give the answer? 4 4s are 16, which is equal to what? 0.1. Sigma y is equal to, I think I did a mistake. Can you please tell me what is the answer? Ten only you are getting, na? 10 only you are getting. What is it? Is it standard deviation of y? Okay, 10 only you are getting. Hey, it is 0.5, ma. This is 0.5. What is the answer? 8. If the sum of the product of the deviation of x and y from their means is 0, then the correlation coefficient is always what? 0. For n pairs of observation, the coefficient of concurrent deviation calculated as 1 by root 5. If there are 6 concurrent deviations, then n equal to what? If n pairs of observation, coefficient of concurrent deviation is what? Calculated as 1 by root 5. My dear, what is concurrent deviation formula? Plus or minus root of plus or minus 2c minus m divided by m. Is root also will come inside the square root? Am I right, my dear? Now listen here. Plus or minus, the c is concurrent deviation. Tell me what is concurrent deviation is? There are 6 concurrent deviations. So c is equal to what? 6. 1 by root 5 up. Plus or minus 2 into 6, 12. 12 minus m divided by m. But you don't need to mark plus or minus here because r is positive, right? Now squaring on both sides. R is positive only, na? 1 by 5 is equal to 12 minus m by m. So what is it? M equal to 60 minus 5m. M equal to 10. M equal to what? 10. But if we don't want m, we want n. N equal to 11. There are 11 observations actually. Actually m is equal to n minus 1. So there are 11 observations. You need to be very careful. Option A. Coefficient of rank correlation. My dear, here you need to put the rank. What are the ranks? I think you have to do it, my dear. Okay, you please try to do it. And R1 minus R2, 0 you have to get. Try accordingly. I think these type of questions, of course, we have done again and again. Let us go for regression now. See, regression na such a darling topic, my dear. I like regression a lot. Yes. Now listen here. Darling. Let's see how fast we are solving these questions. Only 47. See, I don't know whether you are understanding one thing or not. Whatever problems we are doing now, we are doing very fast. Of course, I am doing very fast. If 90% also if you are following, that means you are also fast. Okay, that means you are also fast. Fine. Of course, our IQ students understands everything. Because the speed is nothing in our class. Am I right? It is like AK-47. Okay. Now, if the regression lines are 8x minus 10y. Okay, 2 equations. Find the correlation coefficient between x and y. Very, very important. I marked you one question. Do you remember, my dear? This is the type, my dear. So, listen here. Remember, one general information I'll give you. In regression, which type you are not supposed to leave? 2 equations will be given to you. Using 2 equations, either they can ask you to find out the arithmetic means. In that case, solve them simultaneously, get the value of x and y. Second, which one is y on x, which one is x on y? This is second type of question. Third question, find byx and bxy. Last R. Fantastic question. Let me do it. 8x minus 10y plus 66 is equal to 0. 8x minus 10y is equal to 66. Next, 40x minus, ayyo, only 118y. 40x minus 18y is equal to, now those who are learning it for the first time, listen this very carefully. First find the slope. Slope is coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So which is minus 8 by minus 10, which is equal to 4 by 5. Now again minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. Coefficient of y is 18. What is it, my dear? Minus 20 by 9. Am I right, my dear? Sorry, plus 20 by 9. Okay, now out of these two, this is 2 point something, this is 0 point something. Which one is smaller, my dear? 4 by 5 is smaller. Therefore, byx is always smaller value and greater values reciprocal is bxy, 9 by 20. Now they ask you to find out r. Since both byx and bxy are positive, r is positive, so 4 by 5, r is equal to root of 4 by 5 into 9 by 20. Can you please give the answer, my dear? 36 by 100, 0.6. Very important type of question. The coefficient of correlation between x and y is the simple of the two regressions. See, the coefficient of correlation between x and y is simple of the geometric mean. R is geometric mean between x and y. Two variables are uncorrelated. The regression lines are what? If they are uncorrelated, regression lines are perpendicular to each other. Because when they are uncorrelated, R value is 0. When R value is 0, they are perpendicular to each other. Next step. If x and y denote the arithmetic means, sigma x, sigma y denote the standard deviation, whatever it is. Now, then the point of intersection of regression lines, only one line is enough, which is x bar comma y bar. For a certain x and y series which are correlated, then two lines of regressions are, find the correlation coefficient. Just now only we did. Can you try this question, my dear? All of you online students, can you please try this question? It's a worth trying, my dear. Worth trying. What is the first step? Sir, find the slope, sir. Find the slope. What is slope? Minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. Minus 5 by minus 6 is coming, 5 by 6. What is it, my dear? Minus 15 divided by minus 8, which is nothing but 15 by 8. So out of these two, which one is smaller? 5 by 6 is smaller. So my byx is 5 by 6. Greater one's reciprocal is bxy. Therefore, r is positive only. Root of 5 by 6 into 8 by 15. Can you please give me the answer, my dear? 4 by 3, 3, 2 by 3 is the answer. Next step. The coefficient of correlation between x and y series is minus 0.38. The linear relations. What is, okay, this one we already did. Yeah. Y equal to 18x plus 5 is the regression line of x on y. The value of bxy. My dear, the question is wrong. This is x is equal to, okay. If it is x on y, then bxy will be not 18, my dear, which is 1 by 18. Bxy will be, because it is given x on y. When I write the equation of the form of y equal to, it should be y on x. It is clearly x on y. Therefore, the slope will be its reciprocal only. Can you please get this answer, my dear? R value, two regression equations are given. No, don't do this. There is a mistake. Time waste. R is equal to plus 1 or minus 1. Then the two regression lines have perpendicular to each other. Coincide. When r is equal to plus or minus 1, then the lines are coincide, identical, parallel to each other, so coincide. If mean of x and y variable 20 and 40 respectively, then the regression coefficient of y on x is 1.608, then the regression line of y on x is, oh, what a difficult question. Y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. Can you please open the bracket and get the answer, my dear? Y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. Now, what is the answer? Calculator only you are using, still you are solving it, my dear. Option A. Okay. Two equations. Okay. Then the value of regression coefficient of y on x. Listen here, to find the regression coefficient of y on x, first we have to find out which one is x on y, which one is x on y on x. First, can we rewrite this question as 5x minus y equal to 22? Can we rewrite this question as 64x minus 45y is equal to 24? What is slope, my dear? For this 5. For this slope is what? 64 by 45. Which is smaller? 64 by 45 is smaller. Therefore, our answer is 64 by 45. Two regression lines for a bivariate data are 64 by 45. How? Look at this. 64 by 45. This way. Smaller one is y on x. Here 64 by 45 is smaller or 5 is smaller? You have calculator. Better, I thought you are asking how to do 64 by 45. That's what I was explaining. Don't say you are from science team. Don't insult. Okay, can you get the answer for 12th one? R value. Guys, these type of question worth trying. Can you please do it? Let's see. I'm going to wait for you people. Let's see how many of you are able to give me the answer. I'm ready to wait. Fast, fast, fast. Make it fast. I'm ready to wait, my dear. Yes. Welcome to Thankyou Professional Academy. Actually, I was supposed to tell this in the beginning. Because people are telling me, sir, you have to say, sir, then only that keyword and all it will take, sir. I forgot to tell. So now I'm telling. Okay, let's see. Okay, can you give me the answer, my dear? What is it? R. Okay, now I'm starting. 2 by 5. Slope 5 by 4. Smaller one is this. Therefore, 2 by 5 into 4 by 5. It's root. 4 get cancelled. Root of 2 by 5 is our answer. Square root of 2 by 5. What is it, my dear? Oh, this is 24, Nama. Okay, 5 get cancelled. Okay, root 2 by 5. Option A. Oh, sorry, option D. What? Yes, sir. Option C. If the mean of two variables x and y are 3 and 1 respectively, then the equation of two regression lines. My dear, this one also I am asking you to solve, because if you solve the two regression line equation, you should get 3 and 1. Can you give me the answer? Or substitute 3 and 1 here. 3 and 1. First, 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 7 is 22. 22 minus 22 is 0. First equation satisfied. 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. Yes, sir. Option A. Direct answer. Two regression lines, x plus y equal to 6, x plus 2y equal to 10. Then the coefficient of correlation. My dear, they keep on asking the same question. What is slope? Minus 1. What is slope? Minus 1 by 2. Out of this, which one is small? 1 by 2 is small. This is my byx. Bxy is negative reciprocal only. Now, what is r? R must be negative. Root of minus 1 into minus 1 by 2, which is minus 1 by root 2. See. Are they asking the same type of questions? Coefficient of correlation between x and y is 0. Two regression lines are. See, coefficient of correlation between x and y is 0. Two regression lines are perpendicular to each other. My dear, again, two equations are given. I am tired of doing it. I want you to do it. Let us not waste my time again and again. Which of the following is true? Bxy is r into sigma x by sigma y by sigma x. Of course, it is true. Let me not check the other one. Two regression are as follows. Okay, x on y. 6x minus y equal to 28. Regression equation y on x is 64 minus 45 is equal to 24. What will be the means of x and y? Just simply solve simultaneously and get the value of x and y, or substitute. X bar is 8, y bar is 6. 6 8s are 48. 48 minus 6, 28 not coming. So this is not an option. X bar is 666. 36 minus 6. 30. No. 36 minus 8. Yes, this can be my answer. Can you please check? I'm getting option C. 17.1. What is this? XY only, na? R into sigma y by, oh, sorry, B. Sorry, B. The two lines of regression become identical. Then R is equal to plus or minus 1. Regression coefficients are affected by, they are affected only by what? Regression, it's change of scale. Regression lines are passes through the mean. If the regression lines x on y is given as this, find the value of, what is it? Bxy or bxy? Bxy. Array, very simple. It is clearly given x on y. What is the slope of this? Minus. This is the answer. I think they missed the negative value. That's it. Oh no, sorry, it's reciprocal to be taken, na? Yeah, minus 2 by 3. If the two regression lines x plus y equal to 1, x, wow, what a, if these questions and all coming, I don't know how you people are going to bear this question. I'm really worried, my dear. See, institute na, sometimes they are actually like, injustice to the students. But there is a mistake also here. It's a mistake. There something must be minus 1. Okay. Yeah. Now, the correlation coefficient is the dash of the two regression coefficients, my dear, geometric mean. The regression coefficient are independent of change of origin. Two regression lines, find the, I am also tired, man. Same question only they are asking. Regression lines are parallel, then R is equal to plus or minus 1. The two lines of regressions intersect at the point mean. Did you all notice? Same type questions, same questions only they are repeating. When I was telling this at the beginning, no one will be believing. But same questions in the exam also, this is what is going to happen. Ayo, I am really tired, man. If the two lines of regression, then the regression, okay. Here simple saying something different. Okay, which one is y on x? Okay, let us find out. Is it minus 1 by 2? It is minus 2 by 3. Among these two, which one is smaller? This is smaller. So this is my y on x. Whichever slope is smaller, that is our y on x. If the two regression lines, 3x is equal to y, 8y equal to 6x, then the value of correlation coefficient. No. I am gone. Okay. Listen here. See. What is it? 3x is equal to y. 8y is equal to 6x. Same question only, my dear. If at all you want to change, you change like this. Then find slope and do it. Okay. I am literally tired. What is the answer? Can you tell me? The slope is 3. And here it is what? 3 by 4. Now smaller one is this. This is my byx. So root of 3 by 4 into 3, which is equal to what? Point? What is? How 1.5 and all will come? 3 by 2. Oh, 1.5. Hey, sorry man, this is 1 by 3. 3 cut, 1 by 2, 0.5. The regression coefficient is independent of what? Change of? Same question, my dear. Arithmetic mean of regression coefficient is what? Repeated, my dear. See, y on, ayo. See, this is too much. Okay, fine, I'll do this. So from this, what we come to know is byx is equal to this coefficient of x, which is 1. Now, it is given what is sigma y square divided by sigma x square. And what information is given? R is equal to given. R is equal to, can we say, byx into sigma y divided by sigma x, my dear. But byx is equal to what? 1. What is R is 0.5. Okay. What question they ask you to find out? Is it right, my dear? Sigma y square by sigma x square. Yeah, we have to square it. 1 by 2, which is nothing but actually 1 by 4. It is not 4, actually it should be what? 1 by 4. Ayyo, mudilama. Coefficient of correlation. Two intersecting lines, x bar, y bar. See. Given that the variance of x is equal to the square of the standard deviation of x, and the regression line of y on x is 40 plus 0.5. See, actually this can be done as y minus 40 is equal to 0.5 into x minus 30. This is my byx. Am I right, my dear? Is this my byx? Now what question they ask you to find out? Given the variance of x is equal to the square of the standard. This is ordinary one. Okay. Variance of x is equal to, when I square the standard deviation, variance of x. This is what given. Now byx we got, and what they ask you to find out? Question is not completed. It's incomplete. Now, data inadequate. The regression coefficients remain unchanged due to what? Same question. The slope of the regression line is calculated to be 5.5. Intercept is 15. Then the value of y when x is 6. Listen here. Slope is given as 5.5. And the intercept is what? 15. Then the value of y. So y equal to mx plus c. Now give the answer. Just substitute. X value substitute, my dear. 5.5 into 6 plus 15. On the 48. See. Y equal to 9x. X is equal to 0.01y. Then r is equal to. What will come, my dear? It is simply, you can say 9 into 1 by 0.01 100. Hey, what I am doing? 9 into 1 by 100, which is equal to 3 by 10. 0.3 is the answer. Graph y equal to a plus bx. Slope is horizontal. If the straight line graph of the linear equation y equal to a plus bx, slope is horizontal. Slope is horizontal. When b equal to what? 0. Now rxy. What is rxy is equal to? That is root of, both are negative. Minus 1.6 into minus 0.4. Tell me what is it, my dear? Root of minus 1.6 into minus 0.4. 0. Are you sure? Minus 0.6. No way, it is negative, na? So it is minus 0.8. Then what will come? Horizontal. Now you remember, na? What to do now? If I keep on explaining this, we don't have time for this, na? Vertical is different, horizontal is different. Slope. For any two variables, x and y, the regression equations are: find AM of x and y, arithmetic mean of x and y. See, actually they ask you to find out x bar, y bar. It is simply what to do? Substitute and check in. Now what will come, my dear? 2 2s are 4, plus 5, 9 minus 9, 0, 6 minus 1, 5 minus 5, 0. The intersecting point of two regression lines is at x-axis. If the mean of x value is 16, so if mean of x value, x bar equal to 16. So where it intersects? So y bar equal to what? 0. Since it intersects at x-axis. The standard deviation of x and y are respectively 3 and 4. Then the mean of mean of y value is, what a difficult question, my dear. 0. Because the two regression equation falls on x-axis. Of course, y value is 0 only, now. The regression coefficients remain unchanged due to, for positive and perfectly correlated random variables, one of the regression coefficients is 1.3 and the standard deviation of x is 2. The variance y is what, my dear? Look at this. One of the regression coefficients is 1.3. So byx is equal to 1.3 is given. Standard deviation of x is 2 and variance of y is, and positively correlated, right? So r value is what? 1 and sigma y by sigma x. Now substitute. What is byx is? 1.3 equal to, what is sigma y? We have to find out. What is sigma x? 2. Can we say answer approximately what, my dear? Variance they ask you to find out 6.76, because standard deviation you are getting 2.6 and 2.6 the whole square is what? 6.76. The equations of the two lines of regression are, Arey baapre, Arey you do it man, Arey yaar, same. Guys, please understand, I am not joking, I am very serious. As far as regression is concerned, they have not only regression, correlation also. My dear, beyond this, no other question possible. Okay, you no need to do so many questions. Just PYQs, do it and go. Especially statistics. Most of the questions will be repeated only. Most of the questions only repeated only. So remember that, my dear. So that's all with our correlation part. Okay, that's all with our correlation part. Now, one day I will be doing what, some probability and normal theoretical distribution. I may give some small introduction. So you please watch that also. Tomorrow we will be doing what, probability will be doing. Tomorrow we are doing probability. Of course, it's a fantastic topic. You just attend my session and take the call. Okay. Thank you all of you. Bye everyone. Good night, sweet dreams.